Yes, what is happening everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to be focusing on the green R32 project. Yes, I know I haven't updated on this for ages. I did do a bit of a project update where I went through all the cars in the unit, and I did speak about this car a little bit and explained why nothing's been going on with it. So if you're interested and you want to know why, go and check that video out. But for now, we're just going to keep it moving and going forward. So yeah, today is a pretty big day, to be fair. It's somewhat a bit of a step back, but it's a step in the right direction as well, if that even makes sense, because yeah, anyway, at the beginning of this project I did talk about wanting to turbo it or supercharge it, and then I decided I was going to go for the show car look. So it's got an NA engine in it now, it's on air ride, and it was just waiting for a few more bits and bobs. However, I was given an opportunity to purchase something a little bit special. In fact, let me show you, because it's actually behind me there on that pallet, and you might be able to just you might just be able to make out some little blue pipe in there. But anyway, I've purposely not opened this pallet. It's been sat here for about a week. I'm going to unwrap it right now, show you guys what it is. Right then, there we go. It is another R32 engine. However, this one has got a supercharger attached to it. Yes, this is a supercharged R32 engine that we're going to be putting in the green R32. So it's officially going to get supercharged. So funny story behind this engine. Wow, behind this charger kit. Now, I actually sold this charger kit to somebody who fitted it and ran it, had it mapped, etc. and etc. They actually had it rebuilt. So it's actually some sort of hybrid now. So it's more powerful than it was when I sold it to him. And then they put it for sale a few months later and decided they wanted to go turbocharged. So I was umming and ahhing about buying it. It was around the £3,000 mark from memory. And I was like, you know what? Nothing's even happening with this at the moment. Do I really want to be spending money on it? I'm still waiting for parts to be delivered and fixed and stuff like that. So anyway, had a bit of a chat with him and done a bit of a deal. So what I've done is I've bought his engine. And the reason I bought the engine is because it's got a head spacer on it, which lowers the compression, meaning that I can safely supercharge it and not have to worry about the engine blowing up or anything like that. Obviously, this engine hasn't got a head space or anything like that. So if I was to stick a charger to this, I'll be limited to what kind of power I could run. With this now, it should be good for about 500 horsepower. Whether the charger will make that, I don't know. I think I was told he made around the 400, 450 mark. We did a bit of a deal, and the deal is that I bought the charger and the engine, and I'm going to give him my standard engine in part exchange. So in total, I think I spent about £4,000 plus delivery. So we're not going to include the delivery, but £4,000 for that engine with the charger, and then he gets my engine as well. I've got his gearbox and stuff. I think it's got an uprated clutch. I will clarify that. So he gets my engine and gearbox. So not a bad deal, to be fair. I think this engine cost me, I'll tell you exactly what it cost me, because the little board of the prices is just there. So engine, where are you? Oh, engine conversion, £3,000. So 3,000 times 2, so we split that in the middle, so £1,500 plus the four grand. So that's not too bad actually, £5,500, that isn't too bad. It is meant to come with a mapped ECU as well, but I'm waiting on that. However, this charger kit was actually out of one of my own cars, which is under this cover. That's been stripped. It had a forged engine and that charger kit, and it had a Cyvex ECU attached to it as well. And I've still got the Cyvex, so I could technically put that engine in, put the Cyvex on it, and then use it, which I'm not too sure if I'm going to do that, but we'll see anyway. For now, what we need to do is get this engine out, because I need to get it back to the person I bought this engine off. He's waiting on this, and it has been a little while. And then get that engine in, get it up and running. I am also probably, most likely, going to be taking the air ride off this. Two reasons. One is to fund this engine. I think I can get about between £1,000 to £1,500 back for the air ride. That will be put towards buying this supercharger kit / engine. And the second reason is you can't really enjoy these cars when you supercharge them You can't enjoy them anyway, I don't think personally, on this platform when they're on air ride. These cars are really, really slow, but they're nice and fun on the B roads. And with air ride, it kind of takes it away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a brand new set of BC coilovers on it, which I haven't bought yet. But that's the plan, sticking a brand new set of BC coilovers on the car, along with this charger. And I think that's just going to be the best option for the car. That's my idea anyway. That's not set in stone, by the way, because I do love the look of air ride and I'm not keeping the car. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should I take the air ride off or not? Because if I get about, let's just say I get $12.50 for the air ride, the coilover is going to cost me about £1,000 anyway. So is it worth the difference when I'm not keeping the car? You guys let me know, because one of you guys are going to be winning this car, don't forget. So anyway, let's get stuck in. Right, the engine is about ready to be dropped out now. I've undone as much as I can, as much as I should need to be able to take the engine out, apart from the engine mounts, obviously. Normally I would put the engine on this table thing, so I'd put the trolley underneath the engine, undo the bolts, and it would drop out onto the trolley, and then I'll just pull it out. But as you've just seen, the replacement engine is on that trolley. So what I'm going to do is just put a pallet underneath, lower the car down, undo the engine mounts, the engine will drop down onto the pallet, and then I can pull the pallet away. That's how I used to do things anyway. I only recently got this table about 4 or 5 months ago. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now, and yeah, you're about to see that. And there we go, engine is out, ready for the new supercharged lump. Before we do that though, we need to take a few things off this engine and put them on the new engine, because first things first, the downpipes are missing off that one, the dry stuffs are missing off the other one, this pipe for the steering rack is missing on the other one, and yeah, just a few bits and bobs are missing, so we just need to get them transferred over, and then we can set about putting the other engine in. Now I can, just looking at this, I can see someone's already had a go at it. So this is meant to be a nut, and nut, 3 nuts, and there is a nut and a bolt through that one, and then there's a bolt through this one as well. Luckily that's not going to matter too much in terms of fitting it to this one, because this one's got all the correct studs on it. However, we do need to, well, I'm going to soak these a little bit for a few hours just to make it easy to get them off, because I know from past experience that they can be a pain in the backside to remove. It would be good at this stage to upgrade to like Miltech downpipes, and I have got some Miltech downpipes that I'm selling that I would love to fit, but I can't be bothered. No, so really and truly, if I'm being completely honest, I would love to fit them, but I would rather have the money in the bank, because like I said, I've just spent £4,000 on this engine. So maybe it's something we can do in the future, I don't know. But on the same note, I would like to get this done, dusted, and get it to one of you lucky people. Don't forget, you can buy tickets right now for this car. May sound silly, but the money used from those ticket sales is being used to build this car. There's a whiteboard over there which I'll update very, very shortly, and we'll go over it. Basically, I think we've spent about £14,000 on this car so far, and you guys have managed to pull in about £8,000 of that. So yeah, it's amazing, and when it's done, one of you guys are going to win it. So when you're buying a ticket to support, you're also buying a ticket to win as well. Because yeah, like I said, once it's done and I'm happy with it and it gets through an MOT and there's nothing wrong with it, I'm going to be giving it away. But like I said, it's live right now. You can go and buy a ticket. It's 99p and it helps with this build. It's a shame really. I wish I would have posted this earlier on and been like, look, can we sell £600 worth of tickets? Because if we can, I'm going to fit some Miltech downpipes to them. In fact, in actual fact, I've actually kind of sold the downpipes anyway, but I haven't been paid. As of right now, I haven't been paid, so who knows? Maybe I might do it. Anyway, I'm just waffling on. I'm going to go soak these nuts. That sounded wrong, didn't it? I'm going to go soak these parts ready to be removed. Get this other engine in. I'm just chatting rubbish. See you in a sec. Okay, so a few days have actually passed since that little clip, and the downpipes are off, and they came off really well actually. I soaked them, as I said in the last clip, and yeah, they came off, nothing broke. They were on with 4 nuts and 2 bolts when it's meant to be 6 nuts, no bolts. So I'm going to have to order some new nuts for the new engine. So that's a bit annoying, because I'll probably have to ideally drop the engine to get those nuts on. So I don't know. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet. Anyway, they're off, so I'm going to go fit them to the supercharged engine and roll that engine in, get it all plumbed up, and hopefully get all wired up. I'm not going to put all the coolant and stuff in. I'm going to get it wired up and then hopefully get a first start up, and the green R32, fingers crossed, in this video is going to be officially supercharged. So let's crack on. Right, okay, as I mentioned, going to get these downpipes on, which means I'm going to have to unstrap it, and fingers crossed the engine doesn't fall forward. Hopefully not. Also, I want to replace these gaskets. So I'm literally recording this for the sake of getting a video out. It's been about a week since I posted a video, and I'm trying to stay consistent with these uploads. I really want to try and push out this YouTube thing. So I'm literally doing this now to get a video out. Ideally, I need some new gaskets. VW haven't got them in stock at the moment. I also need new bolts really as well. I don't really want to be bolting this up to the manifolds using old bolts. I'm not too sure if these are reusable, if they're one-time use. I'm not too sure. So yeah, but like I said, I just want to get a first start up. So I'm going to bolt all this up. Maybe I'll put the engine in, wire it up, but I'm not going to put the subframe on and stuff, so it's easy to remove. So that's something I'm going to think about as I go on. But I have got a little bit of an idea as well, so in terms of upgrading these manifolds. So keep watching. Like I said, I'm going to need your guys' help. Anyway, I'm going to undo this strap. Hopefully the engine doesn't fall forward. Put these downpipes on and get this engine in. So let's do that. Okay, so we've got the downpipe on, and I'm just showing you what I meant by nuts and bolts. So the manifold normally has these studs in, and then you put a nut on them. The stud must have broken on the other engine, and they put a bolt in. Not uncommon. I've took a lot of these engines out, and yeah, sometimes I've seen them just snapped off and no one's done anything. So there's absolutely no reason why you can't do that. But yeah, in this case, that just means I'm now missing 2 nuts. However, I'm not really happy about reusing these nuts anyway, so I'm going to order 6 more and 2 new gaskets potentially, because like I said, I've got a bit of an idea. So anyway, that's all on now. Literally just going to slide that in to the engine bay, get it wired up, get a few more bits put on the engine, and fingers crossed we can get that first start up. That's the engine in, a bit of wiring done. Hopefully enough wiring has been done to be able to give it its first start. I genuinely have not tried to start this car yet. We're going to try it and start it together. Yeah, so let's just jump into it. Like I said, I've done as much wiring as I can, or I think I need to do, to be able to give it a turnover or give it a fire up. I've swapped the fuel lines over because there was no fuel lines on the engine that I've got. The earths have been put on, the ECU has been plugged in. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that this ECU has not been tuned to run a supercharged engine, but we should be able to start it and idle it with no issues, fingers crossed. So yeah, let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. Okay, so battery's on, like I said. I did hit a fuel pump prime, so I don't know if I've left the key in ignition or... Yes, I have, of course I have. Right, let me just move this because I'm gonna scratch the car. Right, first start up, supercharged engine, let's go. Okay. Whoa! That is super loud. It's working though. I can literally feel let's turn it off. And there we go, literally first turn of the key and it fired up like, it just fired up, boom, just like that. So you know what that means, don't you? The green R32 is now officially supercharged. And you're going to win this. One of you are going to win this. Absolutely insane. What a long way we've come, in fact, from when this was a scrap shower. Literally sat outside my unit, had no engine. It was crash damaged, had it rust everywhere. It was just an absolute mess. And now it's had a full respray in Goodwood Green, and now it is supercharged, but still loads and loads to do. In fact, talking about loads to do, let's get into the next thing. So for those that have been here from the beginning of this rebuild, you will know I have been keeping tabs on how much this car has cost to rebuild. For no other reason than just documenting it, really. You guys already know that you can head over to the website as well and contribute to the rebuild. You can buy a ticket to win the R32. Yes, it hasn't been completed yet, but once it's completed, one of you guys are going to be winning it. Now, I haven't updated this list for a long time because I haven't worked on a car for a long time. We're going to update it right now. Right, hopefully you can see me properly because I can't see the screen correctly, but hopefully you can see. Anyway, right, we're going to get into it. So in the last count, we totaled it up and it had come in at £9,410. That is for the shell, the body kit, the headlights, the door cards, the bonnet, the kit, the rear lights, the alley trim, the steering wheel, just loads and loads of stuff. We haven't added these things on at the moment, so we've got to add on wheels, which we're going to take off actually because we sold the wheels to fund this new engine. So we're going to take the wheels off because that was £1,000 that was gained back. So we need to add in the air ride suspension, which we fitted, and £3,500 for the full repaint in Goodwood Green. So that brings the new total to £14,410 has been spent on this car so far, and we still need to add in the new engine. So add another £4,000 to that. That brings the total to £18,410. That is how much has been spent on this project so far. So let me just clear this off and I'll put the new total and then we'll talk a bit more. Right, okay, so £18,410 is how much has been spent on this car so far, and there is still quite a lot to do. Now, this brings me to my next thing. As you've seen in this video, I would have loved to have fitted Miltech downpipes to the car along with the Miltech manifolds as well. However, you've seen how much has been spent on this car, and you guys can already buy tickets into this car, and you have been. In fact, let me tell you how many tickets are sold so far. So far, 9,040 tickets have been sold so far at 99p. So a massive shout out to you guys that have been purchasing tickets. I know a lot of people have been asking me what's going on with the car, what's going on with the car, but a lot of you have been quite patient about it. And a lot of you just really want to see updates. You're not really in a rush for like your money or whatever. You just want updates and want to know what's going on with the car. But I've been so busy, as you've seen on YouTube, twin turbo, big turbo, DSG R32, and life in general, that I've just not had the time or spare funds to be able to check out this car. So 9,040 tickets have sold at 99p. So let's just call it £9,040. Let's take that away from how much has been spent. So £9,000, let's just call it 9,000, yeah. So that leaves, I personally spent £9,410 on this build out of my own pockets. Of course, I run Level Up giveaways where you can purchase tickets for this, but you can also purchase tickets for other things as well. And money, profit that is made is literally what's been used to build this. I estimate roughly around 5 to 6, maybe even a little bit more, £1,000 still need spending on this. I want to get the interior up to scratch. I want to get the underside completely refurbished, not completely, but I want new bushes all around. I want the arms powder coated, new hubs. The brakes need refurbishing or upgrading. So still lots and lots and lots of things to do on this car. So a lot of money needs to be spent. So here is my plea to you. I want to fit Miltech downpipes and manifolds to this engine for you. 2 reasons. One, they're going to be brand new. So they'll be brand new directly from Miltech, and that means that you should, in the future, not have any problems with any blows or any leaks on these manifolds. As you've just seen, I've just refitted old manifolds, old downpipes to an old manifold, which is fine. If I change the gaskets and change the bolts, it should hold up. But listen, we want to get the maximum amount of power out of this supercharger kit that we've just put on. It'd be such a waste if we can't do that. So guys, what I'm asking you, 9,040 tickets have been sold as of today. Today is Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, 6th of May. I'm literally recording this today as I'm posting it out. 6th of May, Bank Holiday, 9,040 tickets have been sold. If we can sell another 1,000 tickets before Friday, I will fit Miltech manifolds and downpipes to this with the help of you guys. So head over to Level Up giveaways and grab some tickets into this car, because not only does it help with the rebuild, it actually helps, not only does it help with the real rebuild, you could win it at the end. So one of you who are buying tickets for this car will win it when it's done. Fingers crossed, we're going to get this car done in the next, I want to say, about 8 weeks maximum. I want this car done in summer. I want to get it out to some shows. I want you guys to see it. I even want to enjoy it a little bit before I hand the keys over to the new owner. So as you've seen, £18,410 has been spent on this car so far, getting it to where it is, and it isn't even finished yet. But it's it's as close as it was, or it's much closer than it was when we first started this build. So guys, head over to Level Up giveaways, grab some tickets on this car, or grab some tickets on something else, because like I said, the profits that are raised from Level Up giveaways, that is my only source of income. YouTube doesn't pay the bills or anything like that. I barely get any money from YouTube. Like I get like £10 here and there. So yeah, head over to Level Up giveaways, grab some tickets. The better the site does, the more money I'll have to chuck at this car and make it more and more amazing for one of you guys. Also, we need some new wheels. Drop some suggestions down in the comments. What wheels should I fit to this car? And I think we're just going to end the video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not in a position to buy some tickets for this, which I understand, you know, it is what it is at the moment, or maybe you're not even in the UK, because you can only enter if you're in the UK, at least give the videos a like, hit subscribe. It's absolutely free, and hopefully one day I will be able to make some money from YouTube and do some absolutely insane builds. So listen guys, until the next video, thank you for watching, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all on the next video.